everybody, and welcome back to some more MotoGP 19 here on this channel. This is part number 28 of my career walkthrough. Now in today's episode we head to the Czech Republic, and for Brno this is going to be a tough race because it is a very tough circuit, but I'm looking forward to it. So let's get straight into it and see if we can get on the podium again. So here we go.
Everything's ready for the second qualifying session. In a while, we'll see the 18 riders who qualified in the free practices and in the first qualifying session get on the track.
Well, at least the conditions are good. That is the main thing. So let's see if we can put a decent qualifying lap in. And let's get into this first corner. Get it turned in. Oh, we went a little bit wider than I would have liked. Back on track, and that was nicely done. Let's see if we can gain a little bit of slipstream, if we can just get a little bit closer to the bike in front. Slow it down. Now the sector that I struggle on this circuit the most is sector 2 and 3. Not too bad on the first sector and the last sector, and oh, we're already up on the time, so that is positive. Right, this is the part that I really hate. Start slowing it down, get it turned in, and we've gone in there a little bit too wide. Oh, I thought it was going to come off then, and again get it nice and turned in, slow it down. Oh, bugger! Start slowing it down, get it turned in. Let's get a little bit closer to the apex this time. Again, we're not tight enough, but that will do. Let's just try and stay on the bike on this attempt. And we've already chewed up the tyres a little bit, which is a bit annoying, but we have got a fresh set of softs, so I'm not panicking just yet. Not like in the last episode where I completely ruined the tyres in the practice session. That was nicely done through there. Again, we're slightly up on sector 1. Oh, be careful, just trying to accelerate a little bit too hard out that turn. Right, let's go in the inside of this bike. Let's try and stay on the bike through this sector this time. And that was much smoother through there. This is the corner where I came off, and again that was nicely done. That's what I need to do. Really need to back off, let it guide round the turn, and then slowly open the throttle again. If we can just get to the end, hopefully we can put ourselves on the front row. And it looks like it's going to be a brilliant race today. I love racing around this circuit in the dry. And not so good in the wet around Brno, but it doesn't look like there's going to be any rain in this race today. And that's nicely done again. And drive it back down the hill. This sector here does feel a lot different to previous MotoGP games. The elevation on this doesn't look as high, and it just feels different. That sector there used to be a lot harder to go through there at speed. They seem to have changed that slightly, but oh, we're miles up on the time as long as we can just finish this off without coming off. Again, that's nicely done. Final corner, and it looks like we should put ourselves on the front row of the grid and over the line. I will take that. That felt really good to me. Right, let's get into the results.
The end of the second and last qualifying session, and we can finally see the grid positions that await us in tomorrow's Grand Prix.
So we got pole position. That is awesome. So let's get straight into this race and see if we can get some more points on the board. So here we go.
Welcome racing fans everywhere, and thanks for joining us here in Brno to watch the Czech Republic Moto2 race. The skies over the track are clear enough at the moment, but the asphalt is still wet. So the riders will probably race with rain tyres.
Why did I open my mouth? I absolutely hate the wet around this circuit. This is not going to be easy.
We're talking over the last few details before the race. We are seconds away from the start of the race. The riders are coming down to the start of the Czech Grand Prix here in Brno.
Right, so here we go with today's race in the Czech Republic around the Brno circuit in the wets. Not what I wanted, but I'm just going to have to be consistent, good on the brakes and steady on the throttle. So let's see if we can get a decent start. And short shift to make sure we don't lose the rear. And that was nicely done, so we managed to get away okay. And we're just going to have to keep it steady into the corners and not push it too hard. It may take 1 or 2 laps to get used to racing in the wet. And this is what annoys me. You don't get any practice and it just throws you out, especially after setting up the bike for the dry. So let's just try and take a steady. Now we're using the default setup. What the hell? Marquez came flying in that turn and he only just narrowly missed me. And let's just keep it steady. We're managing to hold the lead, but I'm expecting Marquez to come flying in the inside again. And let's just keep it steady. Oh, that does not feel good round there. And this is only the first lap. Again, oh, a lot of vibration coming from the rear. It doesn't feel very comfortable. Let's just make sure we just back off. Oh, we're spinning up the rear. And we don't want to be doing that early on in this race. If we come off now, it will be game over. I do not want that to happen. And it looks like Baldassarri is into second place. So I don't know what happened to Marquez. Maybe he's taken someone else off or he's come off himself. I haven't seen a crash sign. And let's just see if we can just slow it down into this. And we've got a little bit wider. Just trying to just be careful here on this first lap until we feel a little bit more comfortable. Hopefully once we get a bit more heat in the tyres and they scrub in, we should be okay. We're managing to maintain a decent pace and back up the hill. Let's see how far they're away. So, oh, Marquez is still with us and he is just behind us. So let's just see if we can just hold him off. And he, oh, I thought he was going to go up the inside. Let's just see if we can just hold it into this turn. And again, I thought he was going to shove us up the inside. He's definitely trying to get past at every opportunity. So that's just try and keep it as steady as we can, because I don't want him to take me off. And you know, this is the problem in the wet. It's so difficult to stay on the bike, and we got so wide in that turn. I was braking forever. And Marquez has taken his opportunity, but at least that was a mistake rather than him dive bombing me. Right, let's see if we can just hold it into this next turn. Slow it down, get turned in. Marquez on the outside. Let's just keep him there. Is he going to try and come the inside here? Ooh, I thought he was going to make an attempt, but no, he didn't. He's definitely going to make an attempt on this turn. You can guarantee it. So let's see if we can go a little bit tighter in and force him on the outside. And no, he doesn't want to do that. And he made contact. Don't lose it. Oh, that was close. I thought I'd lost the rear. Can we get him back? Contact there, we try to get back at him, but he's going to hold an inside line there, so we're not going to get in the inside of him here. Let's not let him get away. Try not to spin up the rear, and he is through. So he has made that pass, but we've got plenty of time. We've just got to try and stick with him if we can, but try not to push it too hard, because we want to stay on the bike. He's managed to get away quite a way, so there you go. That's a surprise. But the level and the speed that they carry in the wet is much better than previous MotoGP games, I must admit. So that is an improvement. So I was the fastest in the dry, that's the most frustrating thing, and I had a decent setup, I was feeling comfortable, and now I am absolutely struggling. Caught the curb there, don't want to be doing that in these conditions. We should be able to slipstream him a little bit. I'm not far behind him. Towards the end of lap 2, and we've still got 3 laps to go, so there is plenty of time to claw this back, and we don't want anyone else catching up with us and causing us any issues. And we go into lap 3, so let's see what lap time he gets. So he just hit a 2:11, and we're slightly slower, so we're about a second off his pace, so we definitely need to start pushing it a little bit harder. I was just being very careful. This is the problem. I've started off really, really careful, slow, and that has caused us to not being able to get away. And Marquez has definitely taken advantage of that. But let's see if we can just up our level a little bit. It's not too bad through there. Let's try and carry a little bit more for this turn. It's not too bad again. Just trying to be consistent. And who's in P3? Oh, Baldassarri. this battle. Just overshot that corner, damn, didn't want to do that. Let's just stay on the bike, that is the main thing. You never know, Marquez might make a mistake, he might slide off. Anything's possible. Again, just trying to take as much through the corner without overdoing it. We've just lost a little bit of ground on Marquez so far on lap 3. But I'm not going to panic. It's nicely done, and we're 0.7 ahead of 3rd place. So we're not a million miles away from 3rd, to be honest, so they can still catch me up. Let's just try and hold it. Look at the line he's got, much tighter. And that's exactly where we need to be. Again, let's keep it steady through here. We've got a little bit wider into that turn. We're making a few mistakes now, because we're trying to push it. And this is what happens sometimes when you're behind and you're trying to catch up, is you just push it a little bit harder. We need to up the pace, we need to get a faster lap in. So let's see if this lap's any quicker. It's not bad into that corner. So 2 more laps to go. Tyre wear looks good, but the wet tyres normally are pretty solid, and that was a slightly quicker lap, but still 0.2 or 0.3 off the Marquez pace. We need to just slowly push a little bit harder, and he is brave going onto the curb there. He's managed to do it. Let's see if we can catch him up through this next sector. So it is mainly sector 1 and sector 4 that we seem to be a little bit quicker than Marquez. It's just sector 2 and 3, that's where he seems to make up that time. And we're pulling away from P3, which is positive. First place, that's what we want. And again, a little bit wider than I would like, but that's not bad. Carried a little bit more through there. We're slowly catching up with Marquez here. And then I say that, and we really overshot that corner. Let's see if we can go through these corners a little bit quicker. Just being very, very gentle on the brakes and smooth on the throttle. Just hesitate a little bit there, and just try and accelerate out the turn without spinning up the wheel too much. We're slowly catching him, but is it going to be enough? We've only got 1 more lap to go after this, and that was much tighter. Oh, that was nice. And drive it back down the hill. Let's see if we can just get a little bit tighter on these next couple of corners, and we should be able to slipstream Marquez. And that's not too bad. Flip it over. And oh damn, just sort of overshot that a little bit, and he will pull away up the hill. But we have closed the gap a little bit, but is it going to be enough? Slowly into that turn. Have we improved the lap time? Going to find out very soon. Or is Marquez going quicker each lap? We're going to find out. So Marquez did a 10.3 and we're 0.2, so he's still running a little bit quicker than us, so we definitely need to push as hard as we can on this lap. We've got to find at least, that was a bit dodgy there, at least half a second I reckon. If we can find that, we might be able to get right in his slipstream, and then we might be able to make the pass. But as long as we finish at least in 2nd place, I think we deserve at least that. Don't always mind, no, I don't actually mind leading sometimes, and then you just push right at the end, as long as you're within distance. It's just consistency, especially in these conditions. Again, just trying to keep it as smooth as possible around that corner. Just letting it coast into the turn, not using too much brake, especially the front brake. And again, just keep it steady, very gentle, and that was nicely done. I still don't think we're gonna be able to push it enough to catch Marquez. Just trying to take a little bit more into that turn and accelerate that, spin up the wheel, and that wasn't too bad again. But again, Marquez went through there pretty quickly. Right, it's all down to this last sector. Can we catch him? Again, trying to get as tight as possible onto that apex. Drive it down the hill. I don't think we're going to be able to do it unless we can really get through here quickly. And again, well, that was much smoother. We should be able to get in his slipstream. No, I don't think it's going to be enough. We have closed the gap, but I don't think it's going to be enough. And it looks like it's going to be second place, which is not bad. I'll take that. A bit disappointed it ended up being a wet race, but it has shown me that I can be consistent in the wet, even though I haven't got a setup. I just need to be better on the brakes and the throttle. So there we go. We take second place. And did we have a faster lap there? I felt that that was probably the quickest we went the whole race. And yeah, we had the quickest lap overall. So there you go on the last lap. Well, it's points in the bag. Baldassarre came third. And where's Schrotter and Luthi? Nowhere to be seen. Anyway, let's get into the final standings. Right, so that is the final standings. We're on 226 points, 110 ahead of Baldassarre, which has moved up to second, and Luthi in third. And we're still miles ahead in the team championship as well. So that's looking very, very good. Overall, it's been a really good episode. Really enjoyed the Brno circuit, even though it did rain, which is very frustrating. It still was a good race. And next episode, we head to Austria for the Red Bull Ring. That is going to be a very challenging circuit, so don't miss out on that episode. So thank you so much for watching, and I will see you very, very soon.